All right, wrestling fans, it's the final contest of the night. Elimination by pinfall or submission. The last man standing will become your first ever Rogue Wrestling Attractions Heavyweight Champion. RWA Senior Official Sign Guy will be the referee for this match. And it's brought to you by the Roof Doctor as well as Hoquiam Hullabaloo. Let's give it up for our sponsors. We'd also like to acknowledge the Hoquiam PTO and those who contributed to this morning's River Festival. Your hard work and dedication has not gone unnoticed. Making their respective way to the ring.
This is going to be interesting. Here, oh.
Kenny Cash making his entrance into the ring, carrying the brand new RWA Heavyweight Championship. I don't know if it's too heavy or his ribs are hurting a little bit still.
Oh, is that the title? Am I supposed to touch it?
No, not you, Johnny Mac.
No,
Johnny
Sign
Mac,
guy
you don't
can
get
touch
that. Yeah, you don't get to do that.
I haven't won a darn thing in my life.
The inaugural RWA Heavyweight Champion, four men that are very familiar to RWA crowds, and all of them worthy of a title. Some of them honestly have titles already. But now the RWA Heavyweight Championship for the first time, there is going to be a name.
He hails from the Hell, also known as Portland. And sometimes Detroit, Oregon. He's 6 foot, 217 pounds. He is the HellBlazer, Draven Vargas.
Your standing Harbor Havoc Champion making his way to the ring first. Already has this championship and wanting to add the RWA Heavyweight Champion onto his other shoulder. Take them both back for Hellbound, but he is not going to be the only Hellbound member in this match. So this four-person is really, it's almost a three-way because you've got Petrov and Vargas scheduled for this match together in the same ring. It's just two on Hellbound.
And you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, right now you can, do you see Petrov and Vargas both literally just going after Prescott because only one of them can win?
Yeah, absolutely. I see them both going after Prescott and TNT Tyson Lee scheduled on this card as well. And they're both going to be taking their time with each other.
Our next participant.
Well, Tyson Lee has a beef with just about everybody in this ring, so
he's 5'8". Oh, wait. Prescott must have charmed his way into being the second one announced.
Hoverboard ride.
Anyway, he is your RWA Cascade Chaos Champion. He's 6'5". He weighs 215 pounds. He's from Gainesville, Washington. Population 1. He is Pretty Boy Troy Prescott.
Champions getting their entrances first as your Harbor Havoc and your Cascade Chaos Champions getting the opportunity to go out to the ring, making their way known, carrying the weight, carrying the belts with them.
This might be the most unusual role for Troy Prescott of his career.
Yeah,
trying to get his scooter on the Hoquiam Olympic Stadium grass.
Yeah, it was a worthy effort, but one of the charms of this stadium is that natural grass, and that means it's got some natural hills, it's got some natural slides, and you got to be careful if you are going to be getting outside the ring at all. You could twist an ankle quite easy.
Well, I'll tell you what, these two already in the ring, they have been jawing at each other for more than a year. They want at each other bad.
Pretty Boy Troy Prescott, very confident with his Cascade Chaos Championship, even if he hasn't had to defend it yet. He doesn't like to throw that in. We're talking about Danica Delarouge earlier, the inaugural RWA champion. Troy Prescott was the inaugural Cascade Chaos champion.
Well,
I mean, the HellHound knows how to make his
T-Rex
entrance.
He is Petrov!
The HellHound and the HellBlazer in the same ring. A lot of Hellbounds coming from the children in the audience, ironically, but you know, Hellbounders for the children.
Well, we did find out this earlier this week that Petrov has a new clause in his contract that basically says that Kenny Cash has to feed him humdinger burgers and humdinger meals whenever he comes up here. And the humdinger loves it when he shows up because he absolutely loads up. He is one of their favorite customers up there.
You know, just like all these fans coming in for the World Cup into Seattle and discovering, the Waffle Houses and the IHOPs and the Dick's Burgers of the world.
The Buc-ee's.
It's this, and the Buc-ee's. The same thing. Once Hellbound came into Hoquiam, they are very, very familiar with all of the local fare. Now, this was scheduled for a four-way matchup with Draven Vargas, Petrov, Pretty Boy Troy Prescott, and TNT Tyson Lee was on the card. But seeing Johnny Mac leave, I don't know how this four-way got turned into a three-way, but Vargas...
We got one more. Uh-oh. All right, Vargas is...
I was going to say...
match.
The look on his face...
And here I thought Pretty Boy had a really inflated ego.
little jaw between the Hellbound members.
No, but seriously, you're going to allow a dinosaur? That's got to be against the rules.
I mean, there ain't no rule that says a dog can't play basketball.
What's wrong with the dinosaur?
If I get rabies, I'm suing you, sign guy.
Is this the first crack in the veneer of the Hellbound? These two are basically locked in tag team members. They are inseparable.
I wouldn't say this is the first crack, though. I mean, we've seen this in past in Harbor Havoc events as some of the members of Hellbound did not provide enough assistance as they might have felt that was necessary for some of their matches. Left them kind of hanging here out to dry, and we've heard it from them. And, you know, I don't know if it's an enemy of my enemy type of thing, but they work together on a regular occasion. But now that it is a three-way, similar to that last match, sooner or later, Vargas and Petrov will have to go head-to-head in this three-way. Only one person could be the winner. They could both beat up Pretty Boy Troy Prescott for a half hour, which I don't think that they would mind that
No,
at all.
they wouldn't. I think they would enjoy that quite a bit, actually.
But sooner or later, it's going to come down to the two.
I don't know if they can.
I think that they're professional enough. They know exactly why they're here. They are not here to make friends. Even if they came in with somebody that they know and a member of HellBound with them. But, this is every man for himself. I don't know if the dinosaur is staying or going, but Sign Guy, he's done the field downs. He's done the pat downs, so something's happening. Again, this is for the RWA Heavyweight Champion. Once again, whoever wins this title, the first with that title, and that means that they will have some proving to do.
And they will be one up on the Harbor Havoc and Cascade Chaos Championship belts.
Exactly. There is a 66.3% chance that someone's walking out with two belts tonight, whether it be the Harbor Havoc in the RWA Championship or the Cascade Chaos in the RWA Championship, or it very well could go to Petrov and the HellHound getting his. I don't recall. Is it? His
I
first
believe
out?
this will be his. That
first
would be his
singles
first
title?
singles title in RWA.
Yeah.
Yes. Prescott trying to get the crowd on his side.
He's making sure that everybody notices his mask. I mean, in celebration of the 250th of the U.S., he's got his stars and bars and the flags and stars and stripes on his mask. He's wanting to get a little extra credit from the crowd. Petrov and Vargas kind of jawing at each other a little bit. The dinosaur is doing most of the talking. Sign Guy in no hurry to get this started as the lights are on here in Olympic Stadium.
Well, okay.
Vargas working with
The two champions are going to team up? No. Bring the bell. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I was confused as well, but once again, just a ruse from HellBound, and it's all dinosaur. Troy Prescott has the dinosaur in a headlock, and
now,
unsurprisingly, did not work in his favor. The inflatable dinosaur, not the advantage, but had him in the double headlock the whole time. Prescott down to the ground, just the power and the center of gravity that Petrov, the HellHound, carries. I mean, he is a relentless fighter in that ring.
Prescott is getting up. He's
a little dazed and confused.
A little dazed. I'm not too sure he realized that it was Petrov and the dinosaur that sent him down.
Oh, Petrov gaining it up. The dinosaur is fully erect, but still got a super kick. Super kick through the dinosaur into the corner.
And now Vargas is joining in. Now, are they hitting? Okay, they're not hitting Petrov. They're hitting the dinosaur. Okay.
Well, Vargas was hitting the dinosaur. Petrov was, or Prescott was moving through. Little sign of respect, but this is interesting that Vargas and Petrov are looking to this match. Maybe Vargas looking at it more than Petrov, as this is mano y mano. We happen to be these brothers in HellBound. We happen to be here from the same thing. We've rose together. We've worked in RWA together. We've held the tag titles. But no, this is one-on-one. So what happens in the ring stays in the ring. Surprising that he is teaming up with Prescott before turning on him almost immediately, which it's very easy to turn on Pretty Boy Troy Prescott. As pretty as he may be, a very punchable face.
Absolutely. But one thing I would like to just toss out there is that Vargas is now getting his yam bag eaten by the dinosaur. Okay.
The dinosaur,
dinosaur is coming up with better moves right now than than the other three.
Well, I'll tell you this much: the Dinosaur is making much more of an impact in this than TNT Tyson Lee, who is absent out of this 4-way match. We were advertised, but haven't heard from Kenny Cash what happened, why this went from a 4-way to a 3-way. But
I think this is now a 4-way. Look, it's a Dinosaur. It's a Dinosaur and Petrov. You know, would you count that as 2? Since Petrov is riding the Dinosaur?
Yeah, you know, it is it is questionable. It's a little Aguado situation, as it's almost as if the Dinosaur is part of Petrov. If they were disconnected, I could see them separate entities, but Petrov is the Dinosaur. The Dinosaur is Petrov, and you know, again, a wise man once said in the great book, ain't no rule says a dog can't play basketball.
Right.
So the Dinosaur can be here as much as anything. Vargas kind of the Dinosaur has become a distraction. Dinosaur into the post as well, with Petrov not far behind. Pretty Boy taking that advantage while the Dinosaur was attacking Vargas, that he's going to take on Petrov at the same time. So the Dinosaur has been a hindrance and an assistance through this entire match for really everyone.
And probably the one person with the best view of the entire, this entire event is Sign Guy, and he seems to be watching and making sure these guys are on the up and up.
Yeah, but in the same instance, I mean, this is for championship. This is for the inaugural RWA Heavyweight Champion. And so
Petrov,
it gives a lot more leniency. He's not dealing with those counts, even though all 3 men were outside.
Petrov brought Vargas up from the ground and then promptly literally sent him straight into the post. So a little more gamesmanship between the 2 Hellbound members.
Petrov still showing a lot of confidence, even though his Dinosaur has gone a little limp, which happens sometimes. Will the Dinosaur be able to come back up and bring that assistance? Age. It comes
with age.
Yeah,
the Dinosaur is old.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But Petrov and his Dinosaur are at the tail end. Vargas taking it to the Dinosaur. Petrov feeling it. Pretty Boy kind of in the corner, trying not to be noticed as Vargas takes his attention over to his Hellbound family. Oh, and this is a direct attack on Dinosaurs of all of us.
And there it goes. And the crowd is not happy.
Unsheathed for the first time, taking a super kick, taking kicks to the chest. Vargas does not seem very, he
is not
activated.
in the mood. Oh, that was a suplex into the side of the ring side there.
The hardest parts of the ring and the along the edges and into the post. Vargas and Prescott have had enough of this Dinosaur.
That Dinosaur got the belt to the face. It is.
I don't know which belt that was.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it is deflated. It is done.
It was fun while it lasted, but now Vargas is going to have to take on Petrov without that extra hindrance. Petrov, you're not making him happier by destroying the Dinosaur. I mean, you just took away your kid's favorite toy. Petrov is not going to take this lying down. I mean,
there's the temper tantrum.
Literally kicking and screaming.
And he's mad. He's not mad at Prescott. He was mad at Vargas right there.
He's finding his way.
Here we go.
Child striking at the champion. Harbor Havoc Champion taking a chop from what looks to be a 6-year-old, walking very nonchalantly back to his seat. I think we have a 3 count on the Dinosaur.
On the Dinosaur?
Dinosaur's leg was under the rope, I think, maybe the tail. Again, Dinosaur attached to Petrov, one person. Dinosaur disattached, can't pin it.
No, that doesn't count. Uh-oh. You're my boy Blue, he yells out.
Everybody's favorite dinosaur was named Blue. Petrov looking at Vargas. Vargas maybe not enjoying this kind of levity in this match. I mean, Vargas is carrying that championship, and with that, despite what pretty boy Troy Prescott does with his carrying his belt, there is that little prestige. You got to class yourself up a bit. Vargas seems to have had enough of the shenanigans of Petrov, saying, you know what, we need to get back together. Let's make this a match, though.
And
let's wrestle.
There's the super kick after the bro hug.
We're team members.
Splash.
We're family. But I'm still the champion. Pretty boy Trey Prescott attacking Sign Guy, pulling him out of the way. Attack is a different word. Kick to the head from Pretty Boy, as Petrov is in that weakened state on the ground. Choke to the neck of the Harbor Havoc champion. Well, again, Sign Guy being pretty light with some of those counts.
Yes, he is.
Asking nicely as if Pretty Boy is all of a sudden going to get that professionalism.
Well, Prescott found the perfect timing.
Petrov not even paying attention to Troy Prescott.
He's
taking the dinosaur straight to Vargas.
He's choking his tag team partner with the dinosaur. This, regardless of the ending of this match, we may be seeing the beginning of the end of Hellbound.
It is going to be a long car ride back to hell for these two, because they're going to have to be talking about whatever happens at the end of this. Prescott with a very casual pin attempting. The Cascade Chaos Champion get a little bit of confidence ahead of him as Vargas sits in the corner underneath the just deflated shell of a dinosaur that came out.
Yep, Prescott is preening. Oh, leg drop.
Once again with just a casual pinning attempt. Prescott surprised. Why don't you make the count a little bit faster? Well, that's not how it works.
No. And Vargas is still underneath there. He's probably now resting. Petrov is beginning to get some wind back into him as Prescott is arguing. Maybe.
He's not happy with the way this match has gone, but just I think that the Prescott is one of those people. Either he wins or he was cheated somehow. There is no in between. So he is hoping that the Sign Guy might work in his favor, and Petrov getting that extra wind. Prescott not even aware that Petrov is ready to strike. Vargas going for a quick pin.
Yeah.
Petrov not letting that happen.
And again, tag team members not allowing the other an edge.
Petrov getting both opponents to the center of the ring. If you're going to pin one, you might as well pin them both.
Well, that would be one way to claim that he should have a shot and be the number one contender of both titles.
Technically a pinning attempt. I don't know if he intended to do that. Trying to use Troy Prescott as a weapon. Inadvertently almost got a pinning attempt.
And a running splash from Petrov.
Going for the double pin. Both men able to kick out. Combined force of the two of them pushing Petrov off. A dangerous wrestler, but 2 against 1 is never easy. His singlet is getting dangerously low. Sun's going down there, buddy.
Well, I know
he's real low.
Well, yeah, and I also know that there's probably some humdingers in his future right now.
Petrov and Vargas. I mean,
that was a nice little tag team matchup right there.
When it is just the two of them, they know that we're both athletes and we're both looking for that success. But together, we can still work together. Okay, now you do it. Asking for the barrel roll. Cannonball from Petrov onto Pretty Boy Trey Prescott. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Petrov has Prescott down. He knows if he goes for that pinning attempt, the odds of Vargas stepping in are high. Vargas didn't have any confidence in that pin.
He didn't even budge.
Didn't grab a leg, didn't do anything. He didn't have the full control over his opponent. I think that it was half of Petrov just looking at trying to watch his opponent while also watching his friend and other opponent in Draven Vargas. Prescott getting to the outside of the ring, not getting safe enough away before being pulled in and having the ring used against him.
As heavy chops, heavy beatdowns.
Overhead
to the
axe
chest.
handles to the chest.
And there's the sneaky.
Quick one.
Yep, that was expected.
Vargas almost snuck that one out on Petrov. He's like, wait, I didn't mean it. Let's be friends again.
Petrov is not trusting him now.
It's just the two of them. Ain't nobody they can blame it on this time.
No,
Vargas caught in his own act.
Yeah, Prescott is completely away from the scene here. Petrov is looking at him as if he has been wronged.
Prescott making his way in. Vargas still not having to do a whole lot, taking advantage of his opponent's weaknesses.
Snap neck breaker.
Once again, Troy Prescott trying to call time. I don't think that's how it works. Looking for some sort of team up. But if Vargas isn't going to give Petrov a pin, he's definitely not going to give Pretty Boy Troy Prescott a win. Eye poke from Pretty Boy Prescott. Vargas getting a little too confident that maybe Pretty Boy is telling the truth this time. Well, once again, we've learned. And Pretty Boy, a little less pretty, is taking these back-to-back chops, alternating between the members of HellBound.
Well, he was trying to match it, get some kind of a meetup right there. Uh-oh.
Vargas goes for the pin. Nothing.
Not one movement from Petrov on that right there.
Petrov also not moving, not really understanding, or not really giving the confidence into his partner, allowing those two to go in, knowing that it would never get to three, given the proximity of the ropes, everything. Good on Vargas for taking that opportunity, though. You got to take it where you can. Prescott in the corner, and we've seen Petrov come at this before.
Right now, excuse me, I was going to say Petrov. I was actually going to mean Prescott. Mm-hmm. Prescott might have the advantage here. There's DDT, okay?
Mm-hmm. He left him wide open for that cannonball.
Yep.
And Prescott just was able to get out of that, saving himself quite a bit. Vargas with a slam.
Sidewalk slam.
Nope. 2 count once again. So many 2 counts in this match with 3 of these heavy competitors. Again, your Harbor Havoc Champion, your Cascade Chaos Champion, and former tag champion in Petrov, all looking for this inaugural RWA Heavyweight Championship. Is it going to be 3 men all carrying the belt, or is one of these men going to be walking out with 2 titles to their name?
Face plant.
Prescott going for the pin.
He only got
Petrov
one on that because Petrov kicked him out of it.
He was not letting that happen.
But here's the thing. This match is becoming a little more similar to when Prescott won the Harbor Havoc title against another HellBound member. Well, Another Hellbound member.
Yeah.
The Rat King.
Yeah, in the past, I mean, that Troy Prescott works good in three-way matches. I think half of it is because he gets to disappear. And he gets to hide and get that extra rest while his opponents are going.
Troy Prescott has been eliminated.
Pretty boy must have got the 3 count on him. It was out of my view, but it is now just 1-on-1. No reservations, nothing in between them. Can't blame Troy Prescott anymore. A member of Hellbound will walk out as the RWA Heavyweight Champion. Is it going to be Draven Vargas and holding the 2 belts? Or is it going to be the HellHound in Petrov? Prescott not happy with the announcement that he is no longer in contention for this. He will not be walking out with 2 belts.
Petrov had a foot on the rope there.
Vargas in his tired state wasn't getting that ring awareness, getting a little too close. Petrov, there's not a whole lot of leg, so he had to be pretty close to the side in order to reach out and get his foot on that rope. Vargas looking for the slam on Petrov.
A little cross body right there.
Pretty boy Troy Prescott airing his frustrations here with the Raymond for the Raymond show, and he is not going to be done. We're not going to hear the last of that for a long, long time.
But right now we have 2 members of Hellbound against each other for the RWA Heavyweight Championship.
Exactly. So this is first belt, and again, no matter what happens, they are going to. Whoever wins, you know, there's going to be some rematch, because now it's just going to be 1-on-1 when they get back into.
Petrov tried looked like an RVD, excuse me.
He was looking for something.
Some kind of a slam.
He was looking for something big, but this late into this match and this late into the night, he just didn't quite have it in him. Despite wanting it.
I didn't have it in me to even describe that move.
Well, there's a big man in Draven Vargas that he was carrying around. The champion is not a lightweight. But Petrov also, I mean, he is a bulldog as much as he is the HellHound. Going for this
overhead kick. Ring the bell. The man has done it. The king of the humdinger.
Yeah.
The HellHound.
What is this? Is the HellHound? Is Petrov the new face of RWA? Is he the level to get? Again, you are not the champion until you defend that title. Pretty boy Troy Prescott standing up here near us, still yelling his frustrations, not wanting anybody but himself to get this title, but seeing Petrov with this, that is 3 belts, all within RWA, including our brand new RWA inaugural first ever women's champion in Danica Dela Rouge. So much stuff to see here at Red, White, and Bruised. But pretty boy Troy Prescott is not going to be quiet about this for some time.
I'm not too sure these 2 are going to be very happy about this. Bro hug.
In the ring, it is mano a mano. There is a bit of respect. Doesn't mean by any means that Vargas is not going to be challenging for that coming up.
And Prescott is screaming about this being a travesty, as if this was the fix.
This is not the end of this story, that is for sure. But congratulations to the new champions this evening in the HellHound Petrov, and Danica Dela Rouge, your RWA Women's Champion. Big thank you to the city of Hoquiam. It's so amazing to be part of Hoquiam Hullabaloo America 250 celebration here at the historic Olympic Stadium. Thank you to the volunteers.
Absolutely.
And thank you to all of our sponsors. And most importantly, thank you to the fans. Be sure to see us next. We'll be at August 15th at the Seaport Slam Fest at the Grace Harbor Historical Seaport as we go back to South Aberdeen and bring you more Rogue Wrestling attractions. Be sure to check out rogueattractions.com. Follow us on social media, and we'll see you next time at RWA.